Yeah.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening. Sorry we're a little behind schedule. Roll call, please.
Mayor Delaquila.
Here.
Director of Law Pignatello.
Here.
Director of Finance Herwick. Here. Councilman at Large Elliott.
Here.
Councilwoman at Large Kelly. Here. Councilwoman at Large Stager.
Here.
Ward 1 Councilman Biassiata.
Here.
Ward 2 Councilman Robel.
Here.
Ward 3 Councilman Snitsky.
Here.
Ward 4 Councilman Greenwald.
Here.
And Properties Levis.
Here.
Building Commissioner Vittardi.
Here.
Engineer Collins.
Here.
Assistant Director of Law DeChiro.
We'll now have the reading and disposal of the journal. Regular council meeting, July 9th.
Mr. President,
Councilman Stager.
having read the council minutes of council meeting July 9th, 2018, I find no errors or omissions. Therefore, I move they be approved as printed.
I'll second the motion.
Roll call.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Kelly. Yes. Snitsky.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Robel.
Yes.
Now we'll have the reading and disposal of the journal. The special council meeting, July 16th.
Mr. President,
Councilwoman Kelly.
having read the minutes of the special council meeting held on July 16th, I find no errors or omissions, and I move that we approve printed.
I second.
Roll call.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Robel.
Yes.
If there's no division in the question, I move that we accept the consent agenda for July 23rd, 2018.
I second.
Roll call.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Robel.
Yes.
Consent agenda has been accepted. Moving on to resolutions of commendation. Resolutions number 17-2018.
Mr. President,
Councilman Snitsky.
I move that we suspend the rules under the charter and read Resolution 17-2018 in its entirety for its first and final reading.
I'll second.
Roll call.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Robel.
Yes.
Resolution number 17, 2018, introduced by Mayor Delaquila and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Robel, Snitsky, and Greenwald. A resolution of commendation to Lieutenant Jeffrey Gismala for 43 years of service, City of Seven Hills, Ohio. Whereas Lieutenant Jeffrey Gismala has completed 43 valuable years of service to the City of Seven Hills, 10 years as a Seven Hills firefighter, and 33 years as a police officer, raising in rank from a patrolman, sergeant, and to lieutenant in the City of Seven Hills. And whereas council and all elected and appointed officials hereby specifically and recognize Lieutenant Jeffrey Gismala for his outstanding service and dedication to our community. Now therefore, be it resolved by the council of the City of Seven Hills, Ohio, that the appreciation of the mayor, of council, and all other elected and appointed officials is hereby extended to Lieutenant Jeffrey Gismala for his sincere dedication and active service to the community and the residents of the City of Seven Hills, Ohio. That the clerk of council be and she is hereby authorized and directed to forward a certified copy of this resolution to Lieutenant Jeffrey Gismala immediately upon its adoption. That this resolution is hereby determined to be an emergency measure necessary for the immediate preservation of the public peace, health, safety, and welfare of the City of Seven Hills, and for the further reason that same affects the day-to-day business of the municipality. Wherefore, this resolution shall take effect and be in force immediately upon its adoption, otherwise at the earliest period allowed by law.
Further motion?
Mr. President,
Councilman Snitsky.
I move that we adopt Resolution 17-2018.
I'll second.
Any comments before we vote?
Yes.
Councilman Zinsky.
Jeff, I've known you a long time. And we've butted heads a couple times too over some issues. But we've always been gentlemen, and you've always been a superior gentleman. And it's been my pleasure to know you for a long time. And like I just told you, I hope all your other future endeavors are full of fun. And I look forward to seeing you out there mowing your grass. Take care of yourself.
Any further comments?
Mr. President, it's possible I can comment.
Director DeCiro.
Yes. Jeff, Antelope Council. No one realizes what a real tough job these police officers here have on a day-to-day basis. And I just want to say this about Jeff Guzmala. Here's a guy who's got a really tough job and always has a wonderful disposition. Always a gentleman, always a great guy, and an excellent police officer. I could sit here for hours to tell you about his many exploits of what he did when he was on the police department. If I sat here for hours, he'd shoot me. He was always fantastic in court. I can't even tell you the amount of cases that he was just excellent in testifying. He helped me through my first years on this department. Just his appearance at court, his disposition, he was just, I can't say enough about how he helped me out. And this is back in 1995 when, I was still finding my way through the court system. I was only a lawyer for probably about 8 years. And having a guy like Jeff in court with you was always a plus. And I guess the best thing I could say about Jeff is he gets it. He really understands people, and he is a police officer. He enforces his laws. He does the job, but he has common sense, and that's the best thing I could say. I can't say that about everybody, but he gets it. He uses common sense, and I wish there was some class in the police academy that taught common sense, because Jeff just has exhibited that, and I think it's made a positive impact upon the people of Seven Hills, and the people have come into contact with him. And I've had a privilege to work with him at Mayor's Court, see him work as the executive lieutenant, even when he was on the road, become sergeant, work his way up. He's just a fantastic human being. And actually, he was a credit to this department. And, I think the chief would say this about him. He was probably, the chief's younger than Jeff, been on the force less than Jeff, but he's helped everybody along. And I really appreciate everything you've done, Jeff, serving with you. Thank you.
Comments?
Mr. President,
Councilman, floor is yours.
is it possible not to accept his retirement?
You might have to go through his
It's already
wife.
happened. Sorry. Further comments?
Mr. Chairman,
Law Director?
I've known Jeff since 1983. I had a little incident with Jeff back then, and he told me to step aside. It's a police matter. Let him handle it. I've stepped aside ever since. Because Jeff's in charge, you're going to get nothing but the Belleville Police Department. I've had nothing but the utmost respect for you. I think you're a wonderful person besides police officer. I'm proud you're a resident of Seven Hills. I wish you nothing but the best in your retirement.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Council President,
Councilwoman?
I'd like to say, Lieutenant, thank you for your many years of service to our city, and may you enjoy your well-deserved retirement. And God bless you and your family.
Further comments?
Mr. President,
Councilman?
I know the mayor's anxiously waiting to talk.
That's okay.
43 years is probably more than a career. That's unbelievable in law enforcement. So thank you for the service for all 43 years of it. That's amazing.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. Jeff, it's hard to believe that we're sitting here almost 50 years, I think, after you and I first met in high school. We're both graduates, 1971 graduates of Normandy High School, the first class to go all the way through. I can tell everybody in the room and those listening and watching on the internet, the Jeff Gizmala that you see here is the same young man that I knew in high school when we were growing up. Level-headed, the kind of person who saw through the foibles of people around him, who always administered everything that he was responsible for taking care of in a level-headed, prudent way, and well in the city, well in your service to the city. 43 years is practically half a lifetime for many people, and sometimes not even. I think as I get older, the more I realize that time is so short. It's the most valuable asset that we have. You know, when we're gone, what we leave behind that's most important are the memories of our service to our community and the people we were responsible in our family for raising and helping. And I can tell you that I know from talking to our community and people who've run across you throughout the legal system how highly regarded you are and how much you will be missed. And what a wonderful job we all know that you have done for the city. You know, we're trying to honor you this evening with this commendation. But in reality, it was you who have honored us with your service to the city. I wish you and your family nothing but the best. You will be missed. Every time I see you, I'm reminded so much of how much has gone by and really how short time really is and how valuable it is. I hope truly for the best for you and your family. Enjoy your retirement, and we'll be seeing you at home days. Thank you so much, Jeff.
Any further comment?
Yes, Mr. President.
Councilman?
I hate to follow that, but I would just like to thank you for all of your service to the city of Seven Hills and to wish you a long and happy retirement.
Thank you. Any further comment? All right, then I'll go and wrap it up. Lieutenant Gizmala, thank you for your 43 years of service to not only this police department, to the greater community. You can't go anywhere in Seven Hills and not see Mr. Gizmala. He's there, ready to help. He's part of the community as a whole. And I know your service to the community will not end with your retirement, but I thank you for all these years and wish you a happy, healthy, and prosperous retirement. Thank you. Roll call.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Robel.
Yes.
Resolution's been adopted. Lieutenant, would you like to say anything before we present you your proclamation? I mean, your commendation?
You're going to have to say something.
Thank you. Wow, 43 years. There's two people I'd like to thank here today. First of all, Chief Saloom for allowing me to be a part of this command staff. Many years ago, people asked me why I want to be a cop, especially in the state. It's only gotten worse. I only say that why would anybody want to be great? But boy, did I get good one. I don't. So I'll never be able to talk like the officers that I was in training. Hear them talking. I'm never going to be able to know what they know. Now most people say they can't shut me up. With that, I will shut up. It's been an honor and privilege to serve the residents of this. Thank you.
Thank you. I wish we could end on that note. Reports to committees, planning, zoning, economic development.
Yes, Mr. President. All minutes from previous meetings are on file with the secretary. Our next meeting, unless there's something special going on in August, will be 9/17.
Public Works.
Thank you, Mr. President. The last meeting of the Public Works Committee was on July 2nd. Next meeting will be on September 4th. At this time, the meeting minutes of the last.
Community Services.
Thank you, Mr. President. Our last meeting was on July 2nd. The minutes are on file with the council clerk, and our next meeting is September 4th.
Police and Safety.
The last meeting was on July 16th. The next one is going to be on September 4th, I believe. The minutes are with the secretary or the clerk. And thank you, Councilwoman Steger, for doing that for me.
No problem.
Parks and Recreation.
Thank you, Mr. President. Our last meeting was on July 16th. Those minutes are pending. Our next meeting will be on September 17th.
Rules, Ordinance, and Ethics.
Mr. President, our last meeting was on July 2nd. All the minutes are on file with the clerk. Our next meeting is on September 4th.
Our last finance meeting was on July 17th. Our next will be on September 4th. There's no appointments or confirmations today. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Any communications?
I would just like to acknowledge that there will be a public hearing on Monday, August 6th, regarding several ordinances. The notice is posted throughout the city and appeared in the Plain Dealer yesterday on Sunday. Open to the public, of course. That's all.
Great, and I'll elaborate a little bit on that during miscellaneous comments. We do have a communication today from our incoming superintendent, Charlie Smilak, of the Parma City School District. Welcome, Charlie.
Thank you, Council President Biassiata.
I have one question. Were you sick last week by chance?
Was I sick last week?
Yes.
No way.
Okay, I'm looking for someone to blame for this summer cold.
Oh, no, it wasn't me. I'm
All
sorry.
right. Thank you, Mr. Smilak.
Although you tipped your hat a little bit, and we can lead with that. I want to thank Mayor Delaquila and Council President Biassiata. They've been very welcoming and gracious to me as I've begun to try to meet as many people as I can and as many stakeholders in the Parma school community as possible. As a former superintendent in Euclid, I understand how important it is to have a great working relationship and a great spirit of collaboration with all city leadership, both in the schools and within council. And had the privilege of meeting your police chief before. I had a great conversation with him. That lead to great communities, and great communities lead to great schools, and that working together with that type of mindset, we can really accomplish phenomenal things for our kids and also for our community. Also would like to just share, I was texting, this was a business text, I was texting with our new principal of Normandy, and so she had some good news for you. Band camp escorts have been refinished. We are getting a wrestling room, and we are in the midst of planning our 50th anniversary events. So that's from Rachel Urban, who is the new principal of Normandy. So I will be at as many community functions as possible. I appreciate your time tonight. I, again, just wanted to introduce myself and tell you how excited I am to work with all of you to make our school community as great a community as it possibly can be. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Council is now open to the audience on legislation only. First row, second row. All right. Moving on to ordinance and resolutions. Ordinance 43-2018.
Mr. President,
Councilman.
I move that we suspend the rules under the charter and read ordinance number 43-2018 by title only for reading.
I second.
Roll call.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Roble.
Yes.
Ordinance 43, 2018, introduced by Mayor Delaquila and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Roble, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance to amend Chapter 148 Recreation Complex of Title V Administrative of Part 1 Administrative Code of the Codified Ordinances of the City of Seven Hills, Ohio, for the purpose of repealing Section 148.09 Front Desk Manager.
Further motion?
Mr. President,
Councilman?
I move that we pass ordinance number 43-2018.
Second.
Roll call.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Roble.
Yes.
Moving on to ordinance 65-2018.
Mr. President,
Councilman?
I move that we table ordinance number 65-2018 one final time until the special meeting on August 6th.
I second.
Roll call.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Robel.
Yes.
65-2018 has been tabled to August 6th. We're moving on to ordinance 83-2018.
Mr. President,
Councilman?
I move that we suspend the rules under the charter and read ordinance 83-18 by title only.
I second the motion.
Roll call.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Robel.
Yes.
Ordinance 83, 2018, introduced by Mayor Delaquila and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Robel, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into an agreement on behalf of the city of Seven Hills, Ohio, with Toshiba Business Solutions of Akron, Ohio, for the maintenance service agreement on the Toshiba 2330 CU copier and support contract used in the engineering and and appropriating a sum not to exceed $948.72 for the one-year maintenance agreement.
Further motion?
Mr. President,
Councilman?
I move that we pass ordinance number 83-2018.
I'll second.
Roll call.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Robel.
Yes.
Moving on to amended ordinance 85-2018.
Mr. President,
Councilwoman?
I move that we suspend the rules under the charter and read amended ordinance number 85-2018 by title only for its third and final reading.
I second.
Roll call.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Robel.
Yes.
Amended ordinance number 85, 2018, introduced by Mayor Delaquila and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Robel, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance providing for the submission to the electors of the city of Seven Hills, Ohio, a certain charter amendment pursuant to Article 10 of the Charter of the city of Seven Hills, Ohio, for the purpose of amending Article 5, Administrative Departments, Boards, and Commissions, Section 2, Director of Law, Term Vacancy Removal Duties.
Mr. President,
Councilwoman?
I move that we pass amended ordinance number 85-2018.
Second.
Roll call.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Elwald.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Robel.
Yes.
Amended ordinance 85-2018 is passed. Moving on to ordinance 86-2018.
Mr. President,
Councilman?
I move that we suspend the rules under the charter and read ordinance number 86-2018 for its third and final reading.
I
By
second.
title only.
Roll call.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Robel.
Yes.
Ordinance 86, 2018, introduced by Mayor Delaquila and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Robel, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance providing for the submission to the electors of the city of Seven Hills, Ohio, a certain charter amendment pursuant to Article 10 of the Charter of the city of Seven Hills, Ohio, for the purpose of Administrative Departments, Boards, and Commissions, Section 9, Community Recreation Center.
Mr.
Further
President.
motion? Councilman?
I move that we pass ordinance number 86-2018.
I second.
Roll call.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Snitsky. Stager.
Yes.
Robel.
Yes.
Ordinance 86-2018 is passed. Moving on to ordinance 87-2018.
Mr. President,
Councilman?
I move that we suspend the rules under the charter, read ordinance number 87-2018 by title only for its third and final reading.
Second the motion.
Roll call.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Robel.
Yes.
Ordinance 87, 2018, introduced by Mayor Delacuilla and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Robo, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance providing for the submission to the electors of the City of Seven Hills, Ohio, a certain charter amendment pursuant to Article 10 of the Charter of the City of Seven Hills, Ohio, for the purpose of adding new Section 3 to Article 13, limitation on levying income tax on other income.
Councilman.
I move that we pass ordinance number 87-2018.
I'll second that.
Roll call.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Robo.
Yes.
Ordinance 87, 2018 is passed. Moving on to amended ordinance 95, 2018.
Mr. President,
Councilwoman.
I move that we suspend the rules under the charter and read amended ordinance number 95-2018 by title only for its final reading.
I'll second the motion.
Roll call.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Robo.
Yes.
Amended ordinance number 95, 2018, introduced by Mayor Delacuilla and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Robo, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance to amend Section 1121.03A, compensation of the building commissioner, as contained in Chapter 1121, administration of Title III, local building provisions of Part 11 Building Code of the codified ordinances of the City of Seven Hills, Ohio, for the purpose of changing the position of building commissioner from part-time to full-time status and declaring an emergency.
Mr. President,
Councilwoman.
I move that we pass amended ordinance number 95-2018.
Second.
We have any comments? Call the roll call.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Robo.
Yes.
Amended ordinance 95, 2018 is passed. Moving on to amended ordinance 96, 2018.
Mr. President,
Councilwoman.
I move that we suspend the rules under the charter and read amended ordinance number 96-2018
Second.
by title only for its third and final reading.
The motion.
Roll call.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Robo.
Yes.
Amended ordinance number 96, 2018, introduced by Mayor Delacuilla and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Robo, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance to amend section 151.091, compensation of employees generally, as contained in chapter 151, employees generally, of Title V, administrative, of Part 1, administrative code, of the codified ordinances of the City of Seven Hills for the purpose of changing the status of the position of building commissioner from part-time to full-time with an increase in salary range and declaring an emergency.
Further motion?
Mr. President,
Councilwoman.
I move that we pass amended ordinance number 96-2018.
I'll second the motion.
Any comments?
Yes, Mr. President.
Councilman Snitsky.
You know, all politics aside on this, I've known Richard Retardi a long time. And as a public servant and a man who is very capable of doing this job, the credentials that he has are just superior. And with all the new construction and planned new construction and the things that are happening in our commercial districts, I think he will serve us well and serve the city well in this capacity. So, person of his caliber in this position. So that's all I want to say. Thank you.
Councilman. Any further comments?
Yes, Council President.
Councilwoman.
I would also like to add that too, as Councilman Schnitsky pointed out, the projects around the city will be increasing hopefully between now and next year. And I consider our building commissioner to be an asset in our city based on his work experience and knowledge. Currently, the position is only being worked 29 hours a week, which clearly is not enough for the needs of our city. Moving forward, I think this will be a great benefit for us. Thank you.
Any further comments?
Yes, Mr. President.
Council.
Mr. Vitardi, I haven't known him that long, but he's always struck me as extremely competent, extremely professional. I think that having a part-time commissioner during normal times is something the city can get away with. I think that Rich has probably gone out of his way to make that work. I think that with the coming construction, that this is really something that is necessary for the city. That's all. Thank you.
Any further comments? Roll call.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Robo.
Yes.
Amended ordinance is passed. We'll now have second reading of ordinance 98-2018.
Ordinance 98, 2018, introduced by Mayor Delaquila and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Robo, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance to provide for the submission to the electors of the city of Seven Hills, a proposed revision to the zoning map of the city of Seven Hills by changing the zoning in certain areas east of Broadview Road and generally in an area north of Ridgeview and south of Civic Drive, specifically permanent parcel numbers 552-17, -009, 011, 057, and 058 from Broadview Road Development District, Parcel 3, with guidelines for use found in Chapter 976, to Elderly Care with General Retail District, with guidelines for use found in Chapter 976B of the Codified Ordinances of the City of Seven Hills.
Ordinance 99-2018.
Mr. President,
Yes.
please let the record reflect that I'll be leaving the dais for the readings of ordinances 99 and 100, 2018.
The record so reflected. Of the second reading of 99-2018.
Ordinance number 99, 2018, introduced by councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Robo, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance enacting new Chapter 969A entitled General Retail Business Districts with Accessory Use, as contained in Title IX Zoning Use Districts of Part 9 Planning and Zoning Code of the Codified Ordinances of the City of Seven Hills, Ohio.
We'll now have the second reading of 100-2018.
Ordinance number 100, 2018, introduced by councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Robo, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance to provide for the submission to the electors of the City of Seven Hills up to the zoning map of the City of Seven Hills by changing the zoning in a certain Airview Road north of Orchard View Avenue, south of Village Drive and west of Valleywood Park, specifically permanent parcel number 552-23-008, from General Retail Business District to General Retail Business District with accessory use, with guidelines for use found in Chapter 969A of the Codified Ordinances of the City of Seven Hills, period.
Thank you. Moving on to ordinance 101-2018.
Mr. President,
Councilwoman.
I move that we suspend the rules under the charter and read ordinance number 101-2018 by title only for its first and final reading.
I second.
Roll call.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Robo.
Yes.
Ordinance 101, 2018, introduced by Mayor Delaquila and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Robo, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor to enter on behalf of the City of Seven Hills, Ohio, with Ohio Geese Control LLC of Rocky River, Ohio, in an amount not to exceed $2,120 for 8 weeks of geese control services on the City of Seven Hills Municipal Complex and Community Recreation Center parcels and declaring an emergency.
Mr. President,
Councilwoman.
I move that we pass ordinance number 101-2018.
Do we have any comment? Oh, sorry. Do we have a second?
I second.
Any comments? Roll call.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Elliott.
No.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Robel.
Yes.
Moving on to ordinance 102, 2018.
Mr. President,
Councilwoman.
I move that we suspend the rules under the charter and read ordinance number 102-2018 by title only for its first and final reading.
I second.
Roll call.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Robel.
Yes.
Ordinance 101, 2018, introduced by Mayor Delaquila and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Robel, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into an agreement on behalf of the city of Seven Hills, Ohio. I'm reading the wrong one.
No, 102.
Sorry. I will start over. An ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into an agreement on behalf of the city of Seven Hills, Ohio with James G. Zupka, CPA Incorporated of Garfield Heights, Ohio, for the purpose of creating an operational manual for the city of Seven Hills Finance Department, appropriating the sum not to exceed $5,000 for said service and declaring an emergency.
Mr. President,
Councilwoman.
I move that we pass ordinance 102-2018.
Second.
Roll call.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Robel.
Yes.
Moving on to ordinance 103, 2018.
Mr. President,
Councilman.
Excuse me. Thank you.
I move that we suspend the rules under the charter and pass ordinance number 103-20. I'm sorry, that we read, under the charter that we read, suspend the rules under the charter and read ordinance number 103-2018 by title only, first and final reading.
I second.
Roll call.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Robel.
Yes.
Further motion?
You gotta read it.
Oh. First and final reading.
Ordinance number 103, 2018, introduced by Mayor Delaquila and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Robel, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into an agreement on behalf of the city of Seven Hills, Ohio, with Brilliant Electric Sign Company, Ltd., Cleveland, Ohio, for the purpose of providing labor, equipment, and materials to manufacture and install one double-face LED electronic message center with appurtenances at Civic Drive and Broadview Road, appropriating an amount not to exceed $21,938 for said sign replacement and declaring an emergency.
Further motion.
Mr. President,
Councilman.
I move that we pass ordinance number 103-2018.
I second.
Roll call.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Robel.
Yes.
Ordinance 104, 2018.
Mr. President,
Councilman.
I move that we suspend the rules under the charter and read ordinance number 104-2018 by title only for its first and final reading.
I second.
Roll call.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Robel.
Yes.
Ordinance 104, 2018, introduced by Mayor Delaquilla and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Robel, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into an agreement with CareWorks Comp of Dublin, Ohio, for the purpose of participating in their administered group retrospective rating program and declaring an emergency.
Mr. President,
Councilman,
I move that we pass ordinance number 104-2018.
Second.
roll call.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Robel.
Yes.
Ordinance 104-2018 is passed. Ordinance 105-2018.
Mr. President,
Councilman,
I move that we suspend the rules under the charter and read ordinance number 105-2018 by title only for its first and final reading.
Second.
roll call.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Robel.
Yes.
Ordinance 105, 2018, introduced by Mayor Delaquilla and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Robel, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into a natural gas sales agreement on behalf of the city of Seven Hills, Ohio, with Next Era Energy Services Ohio, LLC, in order to receive competitive natural gas supply rates for the city municipal buildings for a 24-month term and declaring an emergency.
Any further motion?
Mr. President,
Councilman,
I move that we pass ordinance 105-2018.
Second.
roll call.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Robel.
Yes.
I move that we suspend the rules under the charter and read ordinance 106-2018 for its first and final reading.
Second.
The reason for the emergency, it's for the turnout gear for our new firemen. Roll call.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Robel.
Yes.
Ordinance 106, 2018, introduced by Mayor Delaquilla and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Robel, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance to appropriate an additional sum not to exceed $3,065 for a change order to ordinance number 97, 2018, passed by council on July 16, 2018, which authorized an initial amount of $4,519 for the purchase of turnout gear from Warren Fire Equipment to be used by the two newly hired firefighters and declaring an emergency.
I move that we pass ordinance 106.
Second.
Roll call.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Elliott.
No.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Robel.
Yes.
Moving on to ordinance 107-2018.
Mr. President,
Councilwoman.
excuse me, first, would you like to be excused, Mr. President?
No. I have important comments coming up.
Mr. President,
Councilwoman.
I move that we suspend the rules under the charter and read ordinance number 107-28 by title only for its first and final reading.
Second.
Roll call.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Robel.
Yes.
Ordinance 107, 2018, introduced by Mayor Delaquilla and councilpersons Biassiata, Kelly, Elliott, Stager, Robel, Snitsky, and Greenwald. An ordinance to amend Section 151.091, compensation of employees generally, is contained in Chapter 151, employees generally, of Title V, administrative, of Part 1, Administrative Code of the Codified Ordinances of the City of Seven Hills, for the purpose of revising the status of city coordinator to city administrative specialist, including a salary range and declaring an emergency.
Mr. President,
Councilwoman.
I move that we pass ordinance number 107-2018.
Second?
Roll call.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Robo.
Yes.
Council's now open to the audience. First row.
Tom Jarrett, Seven Hills. Mr. Vitardi on his full-time job. In caucus, I brought up an issue about the zoning for the Air Service District at North Park. I was told at that time that there is, although it's an Air Service District, it's okay to put residential in there because we've had a ruling from law or somebody saying an Air Service District is superior to a residential district, if that's what I heard correctly. I don't see anything in the governing documents of the city of Seven Hills that lists the superiority of zoning classifications. They list classifications, no hierarchy. In the hierarchy, the superior document for the city of Seven Hills is the charter. The charter says Planning Commission is to come up with an accurate zoning map. I suggest that the Planning Commission does what it's supposed to do. Council might suggest that to the Planning Commission to, in fact, get the Air Service District changed to a first residential. It's their job. Should be done. It should have been done. I don't know why you're interpreting go into an Air Service District when its Planning Commission is supposed to have an accurate map. We've seen Dries go there. We've seen him fail. Dries is going to come back. You guys are going to have it in front of you again. You might just as well get this straightened out now. You're changing zoning for the 10 acres right here. Why not change the zoning for North Park so there doesn't have to be a questionable interpretation? And if somebody can tell me somewhere in the governing documents that a superiority of zoning classification exists, I'd like to be pointed towards that exact portion of our governing documents, be it the charter, ordinances, whatever. I would like to see that called out, which classification is superior to another, because I haven't seen it and I've been reading this stuff for 6 years. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Jaros. Anyone else in the audience tonight? Any rolls? Communication from the mayor.
Thank you, Mr. President. Just very briefly, Home Days is coming up this weekend, Friday and Saturday. So far, the weather reports for Friday evening and Saturday look favorable. We're hopeful and anticipating a large crowd. By now, everyone should have received in the mail their Home Days flyer magazine. Very well done. I want to thank everybody involved in putting together the Home Days and putting together the magazine, and especially the volunteers and the sponsors who were able to provide this to our city at no cost. The advertising pays for it. So we're very happy to be having our 45th annual Home Days here this coming weekend. Please, everybody, come on out. It's a great weekend. Lots of events, lots of fun. Meet your fellow residents, and as I said in the newspaper, make some new friends as well. Thank you, Mr. President.
Mr. President,
Yes.
I would like to add to that a little bit.
You'll-
I've received, can I do it or no?
Well, you can, if you really want to go
I'm
now.
just
you
gonna
have
add
an
a little bit,
opportunity. Go on, Mr. Councilman, the floor is yours.
And I know he's not here. Tony Terry did an unbelievable job on that magazine. I've actually had a couple of residents call me on it, thinking that we did it. I had to explain it was Tony Terry that actually put that thing together. So I know he's not here, but maybe next time we see him, say something to him because he did a great job on it.
He knows.
You
guys are good.
That is the funniest thing I heard in 3 years. Director of Finance,
No report.
Director of Law,
Yes, I'd like to offer my condolences to Tom Zeros. I would like to thank everyone for their prayers and well wishes regarding my mother who's in hospice. And on a much lighter note, I received a call today that I'll be inducted into the Seven Hills Hall of Fame for my weightlifting exploits like 100 years ago. That's all I have.
Director of Public,
No report this
City
evening.
Engineer,
No report, thank you.
Building Commissioner.
Just a few words. I'd like to thank the councilman for your kind words. I hope I can live up to the expectations as far as the job goes. I would like to, at this time, and I don't know if you'd take me up on it, but invite you to the building department sometime, and I can follow you through on complaints and a permit, what happens to each thing as you go through the situation. Also, anybody that's in the audience, I'll be more than happy to show you that what the job entails. And a lot of people don't have the expectation of what it is, but it is a lengthy process for permits and complaints and so forth. And I can walk you through what happens to each thing when you guys call in and say, this is happening in my ward. And then when we take it, do follow-ups, send a housing inspector, do that kind of thing. So anytime you'd like to stop in, I'd be more than happy to walk you through the process. And the same goes for anybody in the audience. I'd be more than happy to do that. I think a lot of people really don't know what we go through as far as complaints and so forth. Again, thank you for your confidence, and I hope I can live up to it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Commissioner. Council Miscellaneous. Councilman Roble.
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. At the July 10th meeting, the Zoning Board of Appeals, the board passed some motions approving with their approval of 3 variances. And I would like to have council act on those this evening. First variance, 6639 Glenilla Drive for Mr. Glenn Baker. The board voted whether or not to grant the applicant and property owner Glenn Baker 6639 Glenilla Drive a variance to ordinance number 997.03A to allow the installation of a 6-foot-high fence 8 feet forward of the rear building line on the southerly side of the home as depicted on the submitted drawings, which we won't be able to see, but basically what that is it allows that fence line to line up with the rear of his neighbor's yard. It was suggested by his neighbor. The ZBA had with it, and they voted all yay. I would like to move that we concur with the findings of the Zoning Board of Appeals.
I'll second. Roll call.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Roble.
Yes. The second one, also at the same address, 6639 Glenilla Drive. The board voted whether or not to grant the applicant and property owner at that address a 3-foot variance to ordinance number 997.03 to allow the installation of a 6-foot-high fence 8 feet forward of the side door located on the northerly side of the home as depicted on the submitted drawings. Okay, that was in order for the fence to clear a window which was next to a door. You do get the code allows the fence to be clear of the door, but this also makes clear that window. So I would like to move that we approve or comply with the Zoning Board of Appeals in this matter.
I'll second. Roll call.
Biassiata.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Roble.
Yes. Okay, and the last one is at 6567 Gale Drive, Dennis and Mary Ann Mateka. The board voted whether or not to grant the applicant and property owners, Dennis and Mary Ann Mateka, 6567 Gale Drive, 28-foot variance to ordinance number 963.02B1 to allow the construction of an 8-by-16-foot shed 38 feet from the northerly side yard line as shown on the drawing submitted with the application. There was a reason why they could not make the 10-foot limitation. This was accepted by the board. Therefore, I move that we concur with the findings of the Zoning Board of Appeals in this matter.
Second, roll call.
Biassiata. Elliott.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Roble.
Yes,
Council's concurred. Anything further, Councilman Roble?
nothing more.
Yes, Mr. President, I just, generally speaking, you will always explain why there are emergencies and I want to get you out of here for a hot toddy and some Vicks Vapor Rub. So we had a lot of emergencies tonight. Most of the reason was because council will be in recess in August. And from a financial point of view, many of these things were being done in a timely manner to help our city finances. Sometimes things need to be done in a hurry in order to get the best financial deal. The other thing I wanted to congratulate council on is that we're finally going to get rid of that brick monument that we've had on Broadview Road forever and finally turn it back into a sign. I think people should know that we expect the vast majority of that to be paid for by grant money. And we did that on an emergency because Brilliant Signs has given us a deal, so to speak, that if we do it now, we can pay it off over time with that grant money that will be coming not only this year, but next year. And we expect other outside funds to help us pay for that. And I think it's long overdue that we get our front yard in order and get that sign working again. And that's all I have this evening. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Councilman Sinski, and you are correct that I have a reputation of explaining emergencies, and
Right.
I didn't because today, for the sole reason is I'm losing my voice.
Yep.
Councilman Greenwald.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd just like to wish a happy birthday to Assistant Law Director Pat DeChiro and to the guy sitting next to me, Tom Snitsky.
Thank you, sir.
My condolences to Tom Jaros on the passing of his mother, and express my thoughts and best wishes to our Law Director Pignatello regarding his family situation. That's it. I hope to see everyone in home days. That's all I have for today. Thank you.
Councilwoman Stager.
In the if I can think of the word here, I echo everything that Councilman Greenwald said. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say the same thing. And try to get you out of here.
No, don't worry. Don't worry about me. I'm used to living in misery.
Oh dear.
Jeez. Become an occupational thing, but I'm getting comfortable with it. So many good things going on. I can't wait to talk. So if anyone wants to go back and take more time, go right ahead. Councilwoman Kelly.
Thank you, Council President. Again, condolences to Mr. Jaros and Mr. Pignatello. I hope everything works out for you and your family. And I'm looking forward to seeing everyone at home days this weekend. Thank you.
All right. Well, I'm not going to be quick because we have too much going on, and I have to take care of business because that's how I am. We said it earlier. I'm going to say it again. Tony Terry did an excellent job on this first class home days newsletter. When we went to every home, I'm hearing compliments on it. Myself, like it. Very, very professional, informative. Probably one of the most important things in here, you have, and I just want to call out, there are fireworks 2 nights this year, thanks to our sponsors. Fireworks will begin approximately 10 o'clock. So if you have pets that are concerned, take precaution. If you have a friend or family member that maybe have post-traumatic stress disorder, maybe a good night to take them out to dinner or something. So fireworks both nights, 10 o'clock. If any way that bothers you, please take precaution, giving you the heads up. Echo what the mayor said, is not only the Home Days newsletter was done through advertising at no cost to the taxpayers. We anticipate the whole event. We'll know final numbers usually a month or so after the event, but we're anticipating the whole Home Days will not be at any taxpayer's expense. In Sunday's newspaper, we had a notice of a public hearing. The public hearing is for a few rezoning issues that are going to be on the November ballot. Before council acts ballot, we're required to have that public hearing and give you, and that's why that was published in the Sunday Plain Dealer. That public hearing will be August 6, 6 p.m. here in council's chambers. The one parcel runs just north of Ridgeview, and the other parcel in question is in the intersection Broadview and Orchard View, west of Valleywood Park. Very, very exciting times in Seven Hills. In preparation for all these zoning changes, we're going to have a special caucus meeting on July 30th. It's the 5th Monday of the month. Typically, we have that day off, but we're going to come back in for caucus, do what we need to do to prepare for the special council meeting that's going to be called for August 6th at 7 p.m. That meeting will primary focus will be the zoning issues and charter amendments. I hope to see everyone this Friday and Saturday up at Home Days. I'll be there up there as much as I can. Volunteers will be forming on Thursday to complete the setup, and they'll also be there on Sunday for the teardown. Appreciation to all those that volunteer to make them all and get their names over the weekend, and when we reconvene our next special meeting on August 6th, I'll thank them all individually. That's all I have for tonight. I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Doing roll call?
Biassiata.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Greenwald.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Stager.
Yes.
Roble.
Yes.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
I've got like 2 more visits today. Sometimes say it's too, I moved the damn thing around because I got too much paper here.